was okay. It's like taking a while just to remember all these words now. So, but other than that, I think it was quite straightforward.
Yeah, it was simple. Some of the answers I saw like Deepa and Akasha, which are, I mean, there's no right and wrong. You already know what it means. Like in this picture, Akasha, sky, which some people think that it is outside the window, the blue thing, the Akasha. If you think that there is a sky visible there, you can say, yes, Akasha hasti, saha Akasha. Or, if you think it's not there, Akasha nasti, both are fine. And there is a plant here, which is called Sasyam, which is Napunskalingam. So that is a plant, and Pushpam api asti atra, Pushpam. And then Nidhanika. Nidhanika is this kind of chest here or shelf, so you can use Nidhanika. Obviously there are chairs, and what is this one? Utpetika. And here there is a picture which is Chitram, and the curtains are Nidhanika. There are some of the different, and there is a Deepa here on the top, lamp. So what else do you see in this picture?
Kata.
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 Kata. This one. This one, right? Mat. No, mat is called Katara. And what else? So we have a
picture. So this
picture, Chitram.
Okay.
And walls.
Bitti.
Bitti. Bitti means Trilingam. And Bhutalaha, the floor. Okay. And there is a rod also here. Rod you can say Dandaha. Dandaha. And the leaves here. These are all there. What do you call leaves?
Varna.
Patra?
Paranam.
Varna.
Okay. Then, coming back to I'll also start posting some periodically on the Telegram group, some quiz for this group also. You can try them also. So we did this, the Bahuvachanam, Pullingam, Namapadani. So studying this Bahuvachana Pullinga, Eshaha Kaha, on the left side we have Ekavachana And on the right side you have Bahuvachanam. Ete, ke, ete, balaka, etc. There are some exercises here. Which we did last time, I think, in the class. Any question on any of these words? You have understood the meaning of all the words? Sarpaha. What is Sarpaha? Pune?
Sir?
Sarpaha.
Sarpaha. I don't know, sir.
Snake.
Yeah, please ask if you any questions. Later in the email I will send a link to a video which I made long before for Sanskrit dictionaries, so that you should be able to look up on your own new words. Sarpaha means, what is the meaning of Sarpaha? Rita?
Snake.
Snake. Darpanaha, meaning of Darpanaha?
Mirror.
Mirror. Ajaha?
Elephant. Aja is goat, is it?
Goat. Grahaha?
A planet.
Planet. Shuraha?
Is a shoulder?
Did you heard it? What was it say? Prajalamana?
Is it a fighter? Like a
fighter. Shuraha is brave.
brave, okay.
Brave.
Brave as in a person, the noun, not the
Sahashuraha, he is brave. He is a brave person. That's a good thing to note, that this is an adjective. It's a quality of a person. Right? If somebody is tall, what is the word for tall? Sujata Bhagini? Tall?
Uncha.
Unnataha.
Unnataha.
Unnataha. So here we can say Saha Unnataha Balakaha.
Sa Unnata.
If Strilinga, it will be different because it's an adjective.
Okay.
So if it is Pullinga, Saha Unnataha Balakaha. We can say that, right? Saha Unnataha Balakaha. And if we leave that Balaka from the sentence, we can just say Saha Unnataha. He is tall. Because the tall, note that this brings out another important thing, which is going to be important in this language. That when we say tall and boy, he is a tall boy. Right? He is a tall boy. When you say he is a tall boy. So, what is tall here? The adjective, correct? Adjective to what?
Boy.
Boy. So, when we say just he is tall and he is boy, we can make two different sentences like, right? This is two different sentences. He is tall, he is boy. So, in the first sentence, which is a noun, tall. Right? In the second sentence, noun is boy. So what does that mean? This tall and boy both are actually referring to the same physical object, right? So the boy here, and we are saying he is a boy and he is tall. So this tall also means the same physical object, and boy also means the same physical object. Okay? So the same object we are referring to. So when we say he is a tall boy, so this is a Visheshanam in Sanskritam. You would look at Visheshanam here. Saha Shuraha. Saha Shuraha Purushaha, let's say Purushaha means man. He is a brave man. He is brave. We can say he is brave or he is man. Saha Shuraha, Saha Purusha. So both are actually referring to the same person, same object actually. This Visheshanam, and this is called Vishesham. The one which is being described is called Vishesham. Okay. Both refer to the same object, Visheshanam. There is absolutely no difference between this Shuraha and Purushaha object. So this.
Sir, just one question. So that means Visheshanam means it's adjective?
Yeah, Visheshanam is,
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Visheshanam is adjective. Vishesham is one which is being described.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So here absolutely there is no difference. Both the words Vishesham, Vishesham both refer to the exactly same object, and this Vishesham might have many other qualities. That's fine, but all the words which represent the qualities, they actually mean the same thing. That is this is not the quality, right? Shuraha is not the quality. Shura is the one who has that quality of bravery. Brave is not the quality. Bravery is the quality. So here Shuraha represents the person, not the quality, in which the bravery is there. So this Visheshanam and Vishesham both refer to the same object. And this is the reason why in Sanskritam this Visheshanam, the noun which is used for Visheshanam and the noun which is used for Vishesham, both have to be in the same lingam, vachanam, vibhakti. That is the reason, because they are actually the same object. So they have to be in unison. They have to be in the same vibhakti, lingam, vachanam. So what is the lingam of Shuraha?
Pullingam.
Pullingam. Vachanam.
Ekavachanam.
Vibhakti.
Prathama vibhakti.
Prathama. So these are all in the Prathama vibhakti because we are using them as the subject in the sentence. Okay. What is asandaha? Meaning of asandaha?
Chair.
Chair. Shikshaka.
Teacher.
Chhatraha.
Student.
Mrugaha.
Animal?
Deer.
Deer.
Deer or animal, both are fine. And then Vanaraha.
Monkey.
Vaidyaha.
Doctor.
Doctor. And Ghataha.
Clock. Is it pot?
Pot.
Pot.
So for clock, we are using Gati.
Gati.
Gati Strilingam. Gataha Pullingam. So just you may be curious, how does Gati means clock? Right? Let's page number 26 here. So here you see Gati, which looks like this, and Ghataha, Ghata is pot, which looks like this. And so, how are they related? Or is there any relationship? Because
the shape, is it?
Because the words appear to be similar, very similar. Like one is just the lingam is different. Ghataha, Gati. Yeah, shape, roundish. But it doesn't have to be this. Gati doesn't have to be round. Nowadays, all kind of clocks are there, right? Square, hexagonal, or even digital. And so if you just a side note here. So how the words evolve, yeah, and they start representing something different, but still there is history behind that. In the olden days, if you may be knowing, like how was the time measured when there was no such mechanical or electronic clocks? How was it measured?
Using the sun shadow concept.
Yeah, sun shadow was one, and one way to measure a sun shadow. And then there were other ways, right? In one, anything to say, Pune?
Sunglass, sir.
Sunglass?
Yes.
Okay, sunglass. Sunglass means the eyeglass?
Sunglass. Cloth.
Okay. So, the other thing, one more method which was used to measure the time was using the actual pots, the mud pots, or the even metal pots actually, which evolved initially maybe mud and then the metal, in which there was a small hole made to the pot, and then some liquid was filled with the proper consistency or viscosity, and then it was the time was measured, how much time it takes to drain that liquid. That is one way, or it was floated on some liquid or some water or something, and then it was I think there was some way, I'm not sure about it, and then some way to measure how much time it takes for the pot to sink or something. So the pot was involved actually to measure the time. So these were there, and that liquid consistency was also important. How the liquid has to be prepared and what needs to be mixed up and all that, because the time has to be accurate, consistent. So the pot was involved to measure the time. So based on that because the pot is smaller, that kind of pot, it's called ghati. Something like when it turns to strilingam, it means it is something softer, smaller. It doesn't have to shape, doesn't have to be small, but it's like softer. So ghati. So ghataha, actual pot which used to carry water and all that, but ghati, which one used to measure the time, same pot. So that word has stuck now. So ghati.
Excuse me, sir. How to pronounce the stuff like sangha
How to pronounce sanganakam?
or how to pronounce sang
Yeah, is it written here?
Yeah, I know how to.
So this is, think it as if it is, do you know Hindi?
Yeah.
In Hindi you write like this.
Sangara come.
It's written like this probably, I think, in Hindi, correct? With a dot here, Sanganakam. But in Sanskritam we don't write like that because Sanskritam, the importance is on the pronunciation. So as we have seen before, Anuswara is pronounced differently than Nga. So there Nga is there in this word.
It's a no. No or no?
Nga.
Oh, no. Sangara.
So same thing is written like this. Sangha. Let me write it here. Sangha. There is a dot here.
Sanganakam.
Sanganakam. Same as what you see here. Sanganakam. Only thing we are not writing this Anuswara because the pronunciation is not Anuswara here. In Hindi it may be okay because this dot represents Nga there. But in Sanskritam we have to be accurate to write how we pronounce it or how it is pronounced. So we are not writing Anuswara because we are not pronouncing Anuswara here. It is not Sanganakam, it is Sanganakam. Sanganakam. Like, how do you say Kankanam? Kankana. Right? Kankana. Kankana means bangle. Kankanam. Kankana. Ngakar. Nga is Nga. Nga has to be pronounced here. Sanganakam. So either you write it like this, the first one, which I mark it as red here. Either you write it like this or write it like this in Devanagari Lipi. Both the pronunciations are exactly the same. Sanganakam.
Sanganakam.
Yes.
Thank you.
But note that here we are writing Anuswara because we are pronouncing Anuswara. Samarjani. Samarjani. Here also there is Kankatam, right? Kankatam. Page 26. This is on now Bhavachana Pullinga Manya Padani. So I've been studying this, the word ending in a, right? It's Simhaha, Purushaha, Vyaghraha. So before Visarga, there is a. So we say that the base word, which is called Pratipadikam, is ending in a here. Base word is called Pratipadikam, or of the noun. Base word means base noun is ending in a. So without the Visarga, base noun is just Simha, Purusha, Uchi. We are not using that base word in a sentence. We have to use it with a vibhakti. The Prathama vibhakti here is with the Visarga, Simhaha. And in Bahuvachanam it becomes Simhaha. Purushaha, Purushaha, Vyaghraha, Vyaghraha, Parvata, Parvataha, Rukshaha, Rukshaha, etc. Now, this is what the words which are ending in a, whose base word is ending in a. Now, there are, in our practice or in our day-to-day usage, there are many other words we also use in Pullinga. all of them, they don't end in right? So there are many common words which are ending in different other sounds, like vi, kavi, which is the before Visarga. What is the sound here? Before Visarga, what is the sound here? E, ikara. Kara represents sound. Okay? Ikara means E sound. Ikara. And Eshaha Pita. So here there is no Visarga at all. Okay? Or before that we can look at the Guru. Kuhu. There is a Visarga here. And before Visarga, what is the word here? Base word Guru. Letter is U.
How to pronounce Guru? How to pronounce Guru? Guruha?
Which one? The Bahuvachanam?
No, just the before that. Yeah. Yes.
Guru.
Guruha.
No, it is Visarga pronunciation is like Guru. It is. It sounds like who. You know how to pronounce this? Who?
Guru.
It sounds like who, but who and Visarga, there is a difference in the pronunciation. They are not exactly the same. In who, there is a vibration. And in Visarga, there is no vibration. There is just a breath. Both have breath, and there is who, there is vibration. And in Visarga, it is muted. There is no vibration like who. If you hold your vibration, you can feel it by holding your fingers around your neck, front side, okay? Around your neck. When you say who, you can feel that vibration there. Like it is saying ga, ka, ga. So the difference between ka and ga. Ka and ga. If you put your fingers around your neck front side, and you say ka ga, you have to feel the difference. When you say ga, you will feel that vibratory waves more than ka. Is like muted. Similarly here, this Visarga and ha also has a vibration. Ha. When we say Visarga itself cannot be pronounced like ha. Visarga needs some vowel before it, like U, like Guru, there is U behind this Visarga. When we say there is there is a is there. Guru. So that this vibration goes away. Guru. And it becomes very soft, muted breath coming out. Guru.
Guruha.
Don't say ha. It is not ha.
Guru.
Guru. You have to, after U, that Visarga comes out, it will continue this U sound, but with just a breath. Guru. Yeah, that's right. So that is another specialty of this Visarga is there. It will continue the vowel sound behind it. Like here it is E. So when you say kavi, hi, it's following that I, kavi. It is not kavi ha, kavi. And here also O is there before kavaya. So it is kavaya.
So, sir, the sound does not come from the kanta, the throat. It comes from the mouth. The air is like aspirated out like that.
Yes, but everything comes out of kanta. Basically, everything has to originate from kanta. But in the kanta, there are two ways to possible to produce. There is more vibration, like ga. ja, ja. Those are vibratory sounds. Whereas the muted ones are like cha, cha. So you say cha, ja, cha, ja. Cha is, there is no vibration there. Ja. You feel that vibration like a bell. Sorry?
I'm pronouncing Kavi.
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 So what you can try is ka, vi is there and the visarga is there. So now this ending sound is e here. So you can try first saying he. Ka, vi, he. So but if you actually pronounce her, then it has vibrations while you pronounce her. So mute the vibrations and say kavi, 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 kavi.
Okay. Kavi, kavihi. Ete kavayaha.
Kavayaha. So you can.
Sa guruha. Guruhu. Sa guru. I don't know.
One second. Let me write it. Guru. First you say this one. Guruhu. And English if I write. Let me write it like this.
Sa guruhu. Te guravaha.
Guravaha.
Te guravaha.
And here kavi, here kavi and he.
Esa kavihi. Esa pita. Te pitaha. Bhavan Chatra Bhavanta Traha.
Chatraha. So here there is A at the end here. So you have to add double A and again A here, because whatever is preceding that visarga has to continue there. Chatraha. Chatraha.
So does this visarga also have this matra then? I mean, if it's chatra ha, so somehow does it have to be lengthened? And then if it's like rasva, then it's short, like out sound, this aspirated sound. Okay.
Only remember, I am writing it like this, H here, just for clarification, for how to say it, clarification. But in practice, ha and visarga have to be pronounced differently. I already said that. Ha has a vibration and visarga no vibration. So when you say chatra, if you want to say ha there, it is like, we are not writing it like that. It is not chatra ha. And this one, there is a difference. That is why we are writing differently here. Chatra ha. So this is different. When we say chatra, there is a difference there. Chatra. So it is like a soft breath coming out, released here. Chatra. But here you want to say ha, chatra ha. You are writing ha.
So is that also lengthened, this soft breath coming out? Like if it's chatra, so is it chatra ha, like long breath? Does it have to? Also, do we have to change this length of this breath coming out?
Length,
depending on the vowel. If it's long or short. Okay.
Yeah. So that is how it should be pronounced, but maybe in practice in the sense, technically it should be pronounced like that, but when we are maybe on the phone here, if you want to be clear, this maybe sometimes chatra comes out. Chatra, Rama. So Rama is the visarga. Rama is not visarga. But
and sir, how to pronounce the half? No, like bhavan, no, bhavan. I don't know. Bhavan. How to pronounce?
Bhavan. This is also a good topic. Like this, what we defined as a Vyanjanam before consonants. Consonant are defined basically inherent there. What do they say? What do they say? Can they be pronounced? Can the consonants be pronounced? Vyanjanam?
They always have some vowel following them.
Yeah, they have to have the vowel attached to them. Attachments after.
Or some consonants attached to them.
Some consonant, after that there should be a vowel again.
Yeah, okay, yes.
No, only vowels can be, swaras can be pronounced independently, whereas Vyanjanam cannot be pronounced independently. Actually, that's the reason why they are called Vyanjanam. And swara, they are called swaras. They also have the meanings. The word itself has the meaning. Independently pronounced, that's why swara. They need some help. These consonants need some help. That's why they're called Vyanjanam.
But this is not a bhavan. This is bhavan.
Yes, but in many words, they have the Vyanjanams ending in consonant, which means they cannot be pronounced. Bhavan, it cannot be pronounced. In theory, it cannot be pronounced. But we want to pronounce it, right? We want to pronounce. Then what are we going to do? So, if we say like this, let's say, how do we say this one? How do we say this? There is no consonant at the end. There is what is the ending letter here?
Yeah, no.
Ending letter. So, no, this is a lipi, the Devanagari lipi, but it's the same thing if I use the Roman script. I can write it like this. No, the same thing, right? So what is the ending letter here? So how do you pronounce this?
Bhavan.
Bhavana. Bhavana. There is at the end. Bhavana. Bhavana, like Rama, Balaka, Bhavana. But if you want to remove that and just pronounce this Vyanjanam, which in English becomes like this. Yeah? There is gone from there, and just N. And now it cannot be pronounced actually, but we want to pronounce. So what in practice, what we add is very short very short So if you say this Bhavana, this measurement of what is the length of the ending here? It is 1 matra. So we measure the length or the duration of the varna or letter in terms of matra in Sanskrit pronunciation. Matra is like there is no precise in terms of seconds or something. Traditionally it is called matra, but you can assume that matra is like half or 0.6, little more than half seconds, okay? And about 0.6 seconds. So Bhavana, so that is the pronunciation, Bhavana, Rama. That is normal pronunciation, is called 1 matra. But now when we want to pronounce the Vyanjanam without the matra, which is technically, yes, is not possible to pronounce it at all. But since the words are there, we want to pronounce, and in that case we add half matra to this, and even less than that if possible. Like, so when it's Bhavan, 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 there is, without it is not going to come out, this na, because when you na, what is the sthanam of na? Uchcharana sthanam in the mouth.
Oshta.
Anunasika.
Anunasika, but yeah, and
Nose.
Not only nose, what else? Ta, ta, da, dana.
Okay, it's danta.
Danta. Ta, ta, da, dana. So this na is danta and anuna. Yeah, it is nasika also. So it's anunasika because danta and nose both are involved. So basically danta. So when you touch that tongue behind the teeth there, na, to pronounce na, and even first touch in to pronounce na, and if you want to bring it out, you have to add to it. You can feel that na. Yeah? If you don't add na, it is not going to come out, and your tongue is going to be stuck there. Yeah? No. So that's why this half is important there. Half or 1/4, quarter, bhavan, and bhavan. Bhavan Chhatraha. Okay. So all the consonants which are written like this, vyanjanams which are written like this, for example, we had other one like bhavat, for example. So here also there are ta at the end here. Ta, bhavat, how are we going to pronounce it then? If you don't add any amount of at the end, bhavat, then it's not going to come out. So there is a quarter amount of there. Bhavat, which are different from having a full matra. Bhavata is coming out there. Bhavata, full form, full matra is coming at the end here. Bhavata. Whereas this is bhavat, is just it's a sudden end. Bhavat, though there is a short ha. Okay. Is that clear somewhat?
Yes, thank you.
Now there are some exercises which will do it, but these different pullinga bahuvachanam, obviously you can look up the these tables also where you can find these forms. So for example, where is Kavi? Let's say where is Kavi? You have to find where is Kavi. You have to find the base word ending in a similar sound. So base word, what is the base word here? Kavi. Kavihi is the word, but what is the base word without Visarga?
Kavi.
Kavi. So in the table, which is masculine noun ending in vowel, which is similar to E here, Hari.
Hari.
There are others also like Pati, Sakhi, but they are a little bit different. So this Kavi will be like Hari. So if you look at Hari, you will see here Harihi, Hari, Harayaha. So the Bahuvachanam is what? Harayaha. So if it is Kavi, what will be the form here? Similar to this. Ekavachan is Kavihi. Bahuvachanam. Kavayaha. So that is what is indicated here. Kavayaha. Means what is Kavi? Meaning of Kavi?
Poet.
A poet.
Poet. So many poets. Kavayaha. And in the at the same time, notice this also. You already know this. Esha becomes ete if it is bahuvachanam. Poets, many poets. And similarly, saha becomes te, guru, bahuvachanam, guravaha. So again, if you're going back to the tables, so guru is already here. It can say guravaha. And what are the other examples of words ending in E, like Kavi, we already see Hari. Is there any other example you can think of? Any other word ending in E, short E?
Ravi.
Ravi. That is one example.
Ravi. Ravi. Kavi. Pronunciation. Kavi.
Kavi, yeah. Kavi and Ravi, pronunciation. And if Ravi means Surya or sun, Ravi. And if it is Bahuvachanam, what will become to Ravi? Changes to what?
Ravaya.
Ravaya. Ravaya. And
Dibhasan? Ravi, Ravaya.
Dibhasan is also there. Yeah, you can look at the table here. Yeah, the Dirgha, like Hari is there, like Kavi, Ravi. There are two poets, and Kavi like this. There is no Visarga. Just Kavi and Bahuvachanam is.
Okay, Ekvachan is Hari here, and Dibhasan is Hari.
Hari, no Visarga.
Just a different pronunciation. Hari, Hari.
No, there is no Hari, just Hari.
No, the like Ekvachan. Ekvachan is Hari, no, Hari.
Ekvachan is Visarga. So how do you pronounce Visarga? Just like this, right?
Harihi.
Harihi.
Harihi, Hari, Haraya.
And Dvivachan is like this.
Harihi, Hari, Haraya. Harihi, Hari, Haraya. Am I right? Harihi, Hari, Haraya.
That is correct. Haraya.
Haraya.
So the patihi also have the same kind of suffix ending.
Yeah, same, but some other forms are different in pati. So we are not taking that right now.
Okay.
We are not looking at pati right now. Just the Hari, Kavi, and just for the pronunciation practice, why not somebody just read the whole table here? Can somebody read the whole table here? Pita, you can only read this. That's it. Pronunciation.
Okay. Harihi, Hari, Haraya. Hare, Hari, Haraya. Titiya, Hari, Harin. Hari. Oh, Titiya, sorry. Titiya, Hari, Bhyam, Hari Bhi or Hari Bhihi.
Yeah, Hari Bhihi.
Chaturthi. Haraya, Hari Bhyam, Hari Bhya, Hari Bhya. Yeah.
I like it here. Yeah.
Okay. Hari Bhya. Panchami. Hareha.
No, hold on. They're not Hareha. One second. It's not pronounced like this. It is what we said last time, that Visarga should continue this last letter Harehe. Harehe.
Harehe.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Harehe. Haribhyam. Haribhyah. Haribhyah. Sasi. Harehe. Haryo. I don't know. Haryo. Haryoho. Haryoho.
Not her. Not her. Haryoho.
Okay. Harayoho. Hariyanam.
Harinam.
Haro. Haryoha. Even I don't know.
Haryoho. Like this. Haryoho.
Haryoho. Oh, it's really. Harisu.
Haresho. Uttamam. Good. So, one thing again, Visarga, note that. So, when we say Hare, Harehe, it should not be pronounced like Hareha. It is not Hareha. I've seen many others, not in this class, but many other, even making this mistake. That it is Hare. It is, see, the Visarga is a release of breath. Think it is a release of breath. It is not an independent sound. It is a release of breath. Means before this, what is this? Hare is there, right? Hare. And at the end, what is the sound here? A. And after that, you just release the breath. Just push the air out. Hare. Hare. That A is continuing with the release of the breath. Hare. So don't think this Visarga is a separate sound. So wherever there is Visarga, here Hari, there is E at the end, and after that you are releasing the breath. Continue that E. Hari. Hari. And Ya. And A is there at the end. Again, continue the release. After A, breath release. Harayah. 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 So here O is there. Haryo. O, pronounce O and continue the release of the breath with the O itself. Haryo. Haryo. Okay. So similar to Hari, we have other words like Kavi and other words. Anybody, Sujata, we remember, like Muni.
Muni.
And Roshi. Roshi.
Yes.
Agni.
Agni. But
Ravi is there, Agni is there. Then Atithi, Yati, Nidhi, Vyadhi, Sandhi, Jaladhi. So all these are
Ikaranta.
similar. They follow the same pattern. So if it is Atithi, let's say, what is the meaning of Atithi?
Guest.
Guest. Atithi is the base word like Hari here, which is shown on the top here, like base word, Hari. The Atithi is the base word. So what will be the forms in this line for Atithi? Okay. Huh?
Atithi. Atithi. Atityaha. Yaha. Atityaha.
Atitayaha.
So it becomes not that. Hari, this in the Ri, E is going away, only Ro is staying, and then you are adding Yaha. So last E in the Tha, there is a E. So that goes away. and only tha remains, and it becomes like this: atithayah. Atithayah. Atithihi, atithi, atithayah.
Atithihi, atithi, atithaya. Hayaha. All this side. Atithayaha.
Correct. Atithayah. Vijante Bhagini. What is Muni? Can do Muni.
So it will be Munihi, Muni, Munayaha.
Munayaha. I hope all of you know meaning of Muni. What is Muni?
Like Rishi, like that. Sadhu.
Sage.
Sage. Rishi. Now same thing. Pune. What is Rishi? You can say Rishi. What is the forms of Rishi? Like this.
Rishi, Rishayaha.
Rishayaha. What is the meaning of Rishi?
Sage again.
Sage. So again, note that these appear to be synonyms like Muni, Sage, Rishi, Sage. But if you look at again etymology, they have different meanings. Where Muni comes from one who predominantly practices mauna. Mauna means silence. He is more into meditation. It is silent. That's called Muni. Rishi is more of a research oriented. So, like doing more research into Vedanta, Darshana, spirituality, Rishi. Another one, let's take example. Sandhi. Sandhi.
Excuse me, sir. So can we say that Rishi is the one who seeks the knowledge of the book, and Muni is the one who seeks the knowledge of inner self?
Like he is practice-wise, more into meditation, less talking. That's Muni. From Muni word, Mauna is coming. Mauna means silence. Muni. Who is being silent, less talking, and more introvert, and he practices meditation and all that with silence. Rishi, this comes from the origin Rishi Dhatu. The Dhatu means verb. There's a very root word in Sanskrit, and that goes back to the meaning of knowledge seeker. Rishi.
Thank you.
Sandhi, Shubhashri begin.
Sandhi, Sandhaya.
Sandhaya. Meaning of Sandhi?
Sandhi is conjugation?
Just a joint, simple joint.
Oh.
Joint between like elbow joint or knee joint, any joint.
It can be any joint. Oh.
Any joint. In the chair joint, the chair parts are there, or in or some parts are joined. Any joint.
Thank you.
Okay, next one we have the other word ending in O, right? Like a guru. So if you take a look at that here, base word ending in O, right? And then we have Guru, Guravaha. So similar to Guru, what are the other examples normally we find? Like
Guruha, Guru, Guru, Guruvaha.
what is the first one again?
Guru, 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 Guruhu, Guru,
Guruhu.
Guruhu, Guru, Guru, Guruvaha. Guru, 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 Guruvaha. Guram, Guru, Gurunam. Guru, Guruna, Guruna. Guru, Guru, Guruna.
Guruna.
Gurura, Guru Bhyam, Guru Bhi. Guru, Gurave, Guru Bhyam, Guru Bhyayah. Guru, Guruho, Bhyam, Guru Bhyayah. Guruho, Gurboraha, Gurboroho, Guru Yam. Saptami, Guru, Gurboroho, Gurusu,
Guruvoho. So Guruvoho.
Gurboho, 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 Gurusu.
Good. So now the other words are, for example, we have a
Bhanu, sir.
Bhanu. Bhanu. What is the Bhanu? Bhanu in the Pratama. Vijayante Bhagini. What is Bhanu?
Bhanu, Bhanu, Bhanavaha.
Bhanu. 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 Bhanavaha. Meaning of Bhanu?
Sun.
Sun. Surya. Then we have other like example.
Denu.
Denu becomes Strilinga.
Okay.
So here we have again Pullinga, again Shishu. Shishu, baby. Yeah.
Shishu,
Shishavaha. Then we have Taru. Taru is also plant, a tree. So Pullinga becomes Taruhu.
Taravoha.
Taravaha.
So just a question. This between Taru and Vriksha, both are same. There's not much difference, right, in the meaning?
No, there's no difference. This Vriksha, there are multiple words are there, synonyms are there. Actually, there is another posting I have done. I'll send it to you if you are interested to look at this different. There are slight differences are there in the meanings. Generally, you can say it's a tree.
Okay,
Then Vayu. Vayu. Ravi Mahodaya, are you there? Vayu. What is the word? What is the forms of Vayu? Prathama Vibhakti.
Vayu, Vayavaha.
Vayu, Vayavaha. Uttamam. Then other words are like Rahu, Ketu, many other. Sadhu. Prabhu. Prabhu means master. Bandhu. Huh?
Madhu is also possible, right? Madhu for nectar.
Madhu, no, Madhu doesn't come here. Madhu is a Napunsakalinga word. It has it has different forms. Okay, let's move forward. And Guru here. Now the next two common ones, but which are look totally different. Yesha Pita. There is no Visarga. This is a singular. Ekavachanam. Pita. What is Pita meaning?
Father.
Huh? Father. So in the Bahuvachanam, it has a form Pitaraha. Pitaraha. We look at the word here. There is Pitru there. Pitru. So look at the Pitru. So Pitru, which is also very similarly sounds also father, Pitru. Right? So what is the base word? What is the ending letter here? Pitru. What is the ending letter?
Rukara. Rukara.
Ru. It's a vowel. Is it a vowel or a Vyanjanam?
It's a vowel.
It's vowel.
Vowel. The Prathama Vibhakti becomes Pita, Ekavachanam, Pitaro, Dvivachanam, Pitaraha, Bahuvachanam. Okay.
So this ending can be same for also Mata, right? Matra is the Dhatu word, right?
Yeah. Yes, Matru. The Matru, it's obvious that is Strilingam, but the forms remain same. There also, except one difference. But the first, at least the Prathama Vibhakti, what we are studying, that remains same. Mata, Mataro, Mataraha.
Okay. For excuse me, for the Sashti one, Pituhu, Pitroho.
Yeah.
The pronunciation.
Yes, Pitroho. And what is the last one? Shashti.
Pitri and Ranam. Pitri and
Ranam. There is a Dirgha there. Dirgha, right? There is just Dirgha at the end. That is not Pitri. Pitru only we are extending it. Pitru now.
Thank you.
Okay, so that we have Pita. In the Bahuvachanam we know Pitaraha. And then the other one we commonly use Bhavan. Right? We are already familiar with this Bhavan. Bhavan Kaha. So answer we have studied in the last few pages like Aham Shikshakaha, Aham Balakaha, Aham Chhatraha. So those things we have studied. Bhavan Kaha. Though that one in Bahuvachanam becomes Bhavantaha. Bhavantaha. Again it looks different because its form is different. Again if you look at the its table, there is a table. It goes to a different becomes here Sarvanama, here Bhavat. It is Sarvanama Shabda. The noun ending in what is the ending word here? This is the root word. This is the base word here. Consonant, ending in a consonant, not a swara. Like previously, we looked at Rama, Hari, Guru. What are the endings? Pitru. What are the ending? Are they ending sound in consonant or vowel here?
Vowel.
All these are vowel ending. Now coming to Bhavat, we are having ending word, sorry, ending letter in it's a Vyanjanam, Bhavat, Sarvanam Shabda. So if you look at its forms, Yeah. Bachelor, can read this entire table just for pronunciation practice.
Yes. So I'll okay, Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantah, Bhavantam, Bhavantau, Bhavatah, Bhavata, Bhava, Bhavadyam, Bhavadyam, Bhavavdi, Bhavavdihi, Bhavate, Bhavavyam, Bhavavyah, Bhavatah, Bhavavyam, Bhavavyah, Bhavatah, Bhavatoh, Bhavatam, Bhavati, Bhavato, Bhavatsu.
Yeah. So you see that the Pratama, you know that the Ekavachanam is Bhavan. We have been using that, Bhavan Kaha. Also, so that in Shashti, in Bahuvachanam, Pratama it becomes Bhavantah. If there are Bhavan means you, Bhavan means you in the Ekavachanam Pratama, and if there are many of you, then it will be Bhavantah. So here in the example, what does this become? Bhavanta Chhatraha means many of you are, you all are students. Bhavanta Chhatra, Bhavan Chhatra. You are student, you all are students. Okay. So there are some again examples are already here. Muni, Agni, Vahani, Sarati, Atiti, Sadhu, Hu, Venu. Yeah, let's look at the meaning quickly. You know to Sujata, you know what meaning here. Muni, we also Agni. What is Agni?
Fire.
Vahani.
Vahni.
Fire.
Fire. Sarathi. Sarathi.
One who?
Drive.
One who drives.
Drive.
Chariot.
Atithi. Atithi. Guest.
Yes.
Jaladi is has jalam in it.
Jalad is a pond or any collection of reservoir of water.
Reservoir. Sadhu is a saint. Venu is the instrument, musical instrument. Venu or name
Flute.
Flute. Bandhu is again one guest.
Bandhu.
Relation.
Relation, it also means brother also.
Brother also. Okay. Jantu, animal. Pashu also animal. Parasuhu is what is that?
Parashurama.
Parashurama. Parashu, yes.
Parashu.
Parashu, what? Axe. No.
Axe.
Axe.
Data.
Data is who donates. Neta is a leader.
Who donates, okay. Neta.
Neta is a leader. Karta, who does?
Doer. Doer. So here, we already seen the examples before, so follow the examples of Bahuvachanam, which is like Pita, Data is like this only, and Bahuvachanam becomes Dataraha. There is one change here. Data, Neta, they have a slightly different
Rukaranta Shabda.
Yeah, Rukaranta, but in Bahuvachanam, there is they are not like Pita, they are not like Pita, Pitara. They are slightly different. Let me show you the table here. So Dhatru. So you see there are two different here, Pitru, Dhatru. Why? Though the ending is same, but they are slightly different in the tables. Let me show the Dhatru also. If you look at Pita, Pitaro, Pitaraha is there, and if you look at the Data, it is Data. Yeah. So here what we have? Data, read this. Data. Can you read? Somebody? So what is the difference here? Data, Dataro, Dataraha. So here Pita.
Pitarau, Pitaraha.
So there is a difference, right? If you see Dvivachana and Bahuvachana, Ekvachana is same. Pita, Data. And Dvivachana, Pitarau, Datarau, not Datarau. Datarau.
Does it need the R?
Bahuvachanam, Pitaraha, and here Dataraha, not Dataraha. Dataraha. So use this Data. So I should indicate it here somewhere. But anyway, for this Data, Neta, Karta, so they follow the same. Data, Raha, Neta, Raha, Karta, Raha.
So are these the exceptions, or is the Pitra the exception?
Exception means, they have different. Their formation is different. Because they all come from like word roots. The Pitra doesn't come from the word root. So this Data, Neta, Karta, they come from a different family of word synthesis. Okay, so that we have. Now Bahuvachanam, Strilingam also, so similar, same concept here. So we have seen the Ekavachana form like ending in A, right? Malika, Esha, Ka, Esha, Balika. Okay. Who wants to read this page?
Esha Balika.
Esha
Balikaha. Eta Balikaha.
Also note the question also. Etaha kaha. So ka in Strilinga Ekavachanam changes to Bahuvachanam kaha. Yes. Who are these?
Esa kaha. Esa Balika. Eta kaha. Etaha Balikaha. Sa ka. Sa Pitilika. Paha kaha. Paha Pitulikaha.
Pitulikaha. So the two things to notice here. Esha was a Ekavachanam, meaning this in Strilingam. And it changes to Bahuvachanam Etaha. And Ka changes to Kaha. And as far as the Bahuvachana is concerned, for the noun ending in A, Strilinga Ekavachanam, just add the Visarga there. There is not much difference. Right? Balikaha. Similarly, Sa changes to Taha. Ka, we already know. Ka changing to Kaha. And for the Bahuvachanam, it changing to Pipilikaha. Okay, next one. This one.
Esa ka. Esa kunjika. Etaha kaha. Etaha kunjikaha.
Kunchikaha.
Kunchikaha. Kunchika. Sa ka. Sa lekhani. Taha, kaha, taha lekhanyah.
Lekhanyah. So, some exercises are there. I guess those should be easy. So just add the Visarga, it becomes Bhavachanam. If you're interested in the, look at the table here, there is a Rama, A, ending in A, Strilinga, feminine. If you look at this Strilinga table ending in A, you can easily find it here. Rama, Rame, Ramaha. In the Bhavachanam, it's changing the, just adding the Visarga. So, what other examples which are ending in A, Strilingam? Any other examples in Strilingam? Lata and
Sita.
Yeah, all of the like Sita, Ganga, Yamuna,
Yes.
And then Narmada, Balika, Mala, Shala, Daya, Maya, Vidya. So if you, what will be the Vidya here? Vidya forms, how will it be?
Vidya, Vidyaha.
Vidyaha. Vidyaha.
Vidya.
Then what else? Veena, Sudha, Padma, all are there. Chaya, Sankhya, Bhasha. Bhasha is there. Javanika, you already studied Javanika. So these are, they should be simple. And now the last one was ending in E, Dirgha E here, which is a little bit different in the Bahuvachanam, Lekhani, Lekhanyaha. Lekhanyaha. So you can follow the pattern here, E changing to Nyaha. So if you look at which one here, Nadi, Dirgha is Nadi here. There were other Dirgha, we are not going to look at them right now. So look at this Nadi, which is a common word. So this Dirgha, Nadi, Nadyo, Nadyaha. So what is happening in the Bahuvachanam here? We are the Ekavachanam, there is a the and E, right? Nadi. How is Nadi formed? Na and the E. In Bahuvachanam, we are removing this E and keeping the and just adding Yaha at the end. Nadyaha. Just Nadyaha. Same thing with the Lekhani also we are doing the same thing. Lekhani, Imuni, Ni is like this, Na plus E, and we are removing E and adding Yaha, Nadyaha, Lekhanyaha. So other examples which are
Bhavati is also.
Yes, Bhavati exactly same like Nadi. Bhavati, Dvivachanam becomes
Bhavatyo.
Bhavatyao.
Bhavatyaha.
Bhavatyaha. Bhavati ka, which we have done before, I think, right? Bhavati ka, Bhavati Shikshika, Bhavati Balika, Bhavatyaha. Now, if you want to ask Bhavatyaha, we already have the question word here, like Bhavachana question or what? Kaha. If the Ekavachana it becomes ka, Bhavati ka. Bhavachanam is kaha, Bhavatyaha, kaha, Bhavatyaha, Balikaha, Bhavatyaha, Lekanyaha, Bhavatyaha, Shatikaha. So other examples ending in Dirgha would be Other examples? Anybody? Ending in Dirgha is Strilinga.
Droni.
Droni, okay, and many like your names also could be there. Many of like A, E, like Sujata is there, Subhasri is there. Sri is a little bit different, but basically Dirgha E. And then what did you say, Sujata Bhagini?
Bhagini, I said.
Bhagini, Gauri, Devi, Janani. Then Kali, Kumari, Sundari, Putri. Then what else? Bharati, Saraswati, Sakhi. Okay. What is the meaning of Sakhi?
Friend.
Friend is girl, a girlfriend. Mitram is like any friend. Mitram is an Napumsakalinga verb, so it can be used for boy or girl also. Sakhi is girl. Okay, so if it is, it's 10 o'clock. We'll stop here today. Unless you have any question, any other question?
Mahodaya, this is not to do with the class, but I'm unable to join the Telegram group.
Okay.